episode 267. Thank you all for listening to episode 266, A New Day for Kode. I am Montes T. Baggins here with my co-hosts.
Baby Bear Cub.
Uncle Jack Bryant.
Parrot's not here.
Show me your hands, Uncle Jack.
Yeah. You remember, you ever see that meme about punctuation? Helping your Uncle Jack off a horse versus helping your Uncle Jack off a horse. Just think of that in the punctuation where that comma needs to be.
That's why it's key to go to school, kids.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Stay in school, pay the teachers.
That's right. Yeah, I think we decided that episode 300 is going to be episode 300. Pod Beats Patty Boggs 3. Parrot work. I think is what we.
Parrot work.
Might be
W-E-R-K.
Parrot.
That's how he'd spell it. So
that's it, or it could be parrot mittens.
Now we'd still hear him roaming around.
Parrot mittens for his damn wings. And we'll spell it just like Mittions. That might have
tons.
Damn. All right. Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram, Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, first and primary sponsor, Over the Line Sports Podcast. We got to thank Brandon. All he does got us these badass hoodies that Kode still hasn't got from me yet, still at the house. Cody's going to have to get it soon. We're going to have to arrange a meetup and a deal down to get him his hoodie. I know.
By the time he gets them, it's going to be 70 degrees outside. You don't even need them.
Yeah. Barry, you got yours, right? Did you give it to my twin?
Yep, he got it. He's rocking it down in, well, I don't know if he's rocking it exactly, but he's down in Daytona Beach Bike Week.
Bike Week, I was about to say.
He took it down there.
Did he take his dress with him?
I don't think so. I don't think he wore that.
Oh,
those are bad memories for him.
Yes, those are. Those are bad memories for all of us. Memories.
Well, once that strap broke.
Who's the who yeah, I forgot about that.
Saw some dude titty.
Who's wearing it this year? Forgot who finished last. Oh, Joe.
Yeah. Yep. Joe did. Oh, well.
As long as he's staying.
Sorry, Joe.
That's right. But yeah, Brandon can help you out. Clothing needs, whatever you need, get in touch with him, allwearclothing.com. Thanks to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give him a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not.
Phoenix, Arizona.
There we go. That's where the race is this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, currently, he picked up my mower for me, working on my mower. He said he doesn't do it for people, just some special customers, so you're welcome. And maybe if you're a listener of this show and you need help, he might fix your mower for you, and he'll pick it up. Hell, he'll even deliver it back. That's what he's doing for me. And don't forget, it is now time to get ready and have your schedule for landscaping needs or for your lawn mowing needs. Anything you need, get in touch with Sean. Crandall's Quality Landscaping, 419-704-5471. Last but not least, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
If you haven't yet gotten that pre-order for Connell's book, Dating Sucks, but you don't, you need to do that because you're late. You're way late. But the good thing is it don't come out till May. So you still got time to get a pre-order, still got time to get it. The plan is to make that thing sell out. So keep pushing. Tell your friends about it. Get it if you haven't. Make sure you do the pre-order. If you've done all that already, then you might as well go to datingtransformation.com. Reach out to them. Get that consultation. Vaccines are coming out, man. We're here. Everyone's going to have it by the end of May, which means summer, everyone's going to be back out at the bars. No better time to get that confidence boosted and reach out to Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com, because everyone's going to be ready to find something once this pandemic is officially done. So make sure you reach out to Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
So if you have people that are 50 and over, if you're 50 and over and live in Ohio, you can get the vaccine starting today, Thursday, as you're listening to this show. get that scheduled. You can get in there. My old man just got his on Tuesday, his first one. Father-in-law got his second one today. My uncle got his first one today. I'll see him this weekend. I'll be in Old Texas, where the mask mandate has been lifted today on the 10th, Wednesday the 10th. It was lifted, and so I'll be there this weekend with basically no mask worries. Taking mine with me just in case, but they lifted all that stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Like you said, man, vaccines are pouring out. Johnson & Johnson's ready to go. Give me that one and done, over, and it'll be great. Everybody can get back to normal, or whatever the new normal is going to be. It's going to be fun. If you take it, you do. You don't, you don't. Whatever. I'm not judging you. I don't care. I'm not going to see. I don't care to see your card.
You got vaccinated as a kid. This vaccination ain't going to hurt you. Just go get it.
Right.
Hey, you won't need that mask down in Texas. They don't even have any power.
They don't have any power.
I think that was
Still in
fixed
the
like
dark.
2
Yeah, I
weeks
think that was
ago.
fixed a while ago. Now it's like 80 degrees.
Say the Jerry cut the check then.
Yeah, you got the check to Dak, 66 mil signing,
Yeah.
and then they tagged.
Jerry Jones could have gave everybody power and everyone would still hate him.
Yeah, this is true.
Might as well just keep your money at that point. Be like Mr. Burns.
The money he got from that power ended up paying Dak. So I mean,
Excellent.
Hey, got the deal done. Got the deal done.
And then they tagged him, but that's what they wanted after that. I mean, that's what Dak and his agent wanted, to get tagged, because then they all the shit that happens on the back end, crazy.
He's good. He got money. He'll get more too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, he will. So the other thing, like we were talking about this, looking forward to episode 300, because it sounds like 4 of the grown-ups, the original 4, are gonna be on with us. Sounds like we're gonna have Clay, Jason, Ryan, and Brandon. So it'll be good for us. And then we talked about, what I told them is, we got to look at it this way. So this is Parrot, we know, is 4th. So between the 3 of us, like right now, I would say, with sports and wrestling, Barry, you're number 1 currently. Cody's 2, I'm 3. But when we add into the mix pop culture, how do we rate ourselves? Because this is how we got to end up pairing up with them.
Well, I have zero idea on all the comics, the Marvels, the DCs, all that shit. So that is
music. Well,
that's out of my realm. I mean, yes, some of it, but it's not name your tune. It's not name the tune. If it was I'd be a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not up there for that. I can tell you that. You're definitely ahead of me. I don't know about Cody and his.
What about you, Cody?
I don't watch any. I don't read any comics. I don't watch hardly movies. I don't listen to too much pop music.
So you're okay. So we'll put, which is what I thought. So we basically, Cody,
Nope.
Okay. So you're basically 3, which I was back and forth. I said, when I throw in pop culture, because that's what that Jeopardy crossover is, we basically vault me to 1. And then, so I get stuck with Jason on their show. Shiv would be their 1 when in terms of wrestling and sports. And so he gets Jake.
Poor guy.
And then it basically comes down to what they say with Brandon and Clay, because Brandon might be 2, which would put Cody and Brandon together. But when we first originally said it, we thought it would be Brandon and Bear and Clay and Cody, which either way, like Brandon said yesterday, Clay carried him in the Jeopardy. They had their Jeopardy yesterday. It was some good stuff, some surprises. The mystery guest showed up. I won't ruin anything for when their episode comes out, but check that out when it comes out. I hosted Jeopardy for them. Jeremy put it on for them, did all the questions as usual. Thanks, Jeremy. They appreciated it a lot. It was a fun Jeopardy. They had 3 teams. Each team had 2, and it was just fun to do. So check that out when that comes out in the next, probably in the next couple of weeks. The one I will ruin something. The one category that stomped the shit out of them, which was fun to listen to, was of course the math.
God.
And then I brought up how
That'll stump anybody.
Yeah, I brought up how Parrot and his partner came up with the answer 72 and pissed me off at the last one. Who was his partner? Oh, Jeff. And it pissed me off that they got 72, because we got 72, but we knew it was the right answer. Like Charlie Conway's number multiplied by this, subtracting that. And I'm like, oh, good, 72. And then I turned to Parrot when he also said 72. I'm like, where the fuck did you get 72? He's like, Charlie Conway's number 34. I'm like, completely wrong. And I was so angry at him. Oh, fucking parrot.
Heard it for you.
Parrot mittens. The some bitch.
Why he's gonna be doing parrot work.
That's right. But anyway, so check him out. And then the last one we got to thank, of course, I always forget about this, but Sparty Steve, he's been basically our biggest donor. He's our biggest sponsor in terms of financial contribution. He's sponsored our food for episode 100, 200, provided the venues. He's this year, even though we have to switch venues, he's paying for the venue. And he's also providing the food again. So we got to thank him for that. Sparty Steve, a big supporter of the show. He's our, what would he be? He'd be our Jerry Jones. If we're Dak, he's our Jerry.
Don't put him in that. But.
Yeah, you're right. So he's like who's a big donor? I don't know.
Like Warren Buffett.
There we go. Yeah. Jeff Bezos. He donated $10 billion last year.
He donated half of his money to his wife.
That's what I said. Half his money to his ex-wife, who's now remarried to a science teacher.
Hey, good for that science teacher.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I'm retired.
She's probably like, you ain't touching that money.
Oh yeah.
He obviously read the book.
Yeah. Dating sucks, but you don't. He got it on pre-order too. His ex-wife had special access because she had half the money from Amazon.
He must have had it early to get that. Think about that. You could get the 8th richest woman in the world right there. Or was she the 8th richest person in the world? Or the 8th richest woman?
Richest woman.
I don't think she was richest. I think she was second.
Really? Who's
the richest
woman?
I think, I don't know. Oprah, ain't it?
Oh,
Oprah,
yeah.
Oprah Winfrey. Save me. Oprah Winfrey.
No, it's definitely not Oprah. She's not worth $80 billion.
I don't know.
Hell no.
I think old Mackenzie only got
Mackenzie's third, $54 billion.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think she got $80 billion.
Oh, here you go. Alice Walton. That makes sense. $68 billion.
Yeah.
And then number one, though, is Francois Betancourt, Myers and Family, $71.4 billion. So it's L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal and Betancourt Myers family.
Jesus. L'Oreal's worth $71 billion?
Well, they merged with the Betancourt Myers, yeah. That is nuts.
Yeah.
Should have invented shampoo. I'm not doing it my life.
Right. But, Bear, take it away, man. What happened to PGA last week?
So last week was the DeChambeau Slam, pretty much. He ended up winning the Arnold Palmer. Had absolutely dominating. I wouldn't say dominating Sunday. Played well on Sunday. No one really dominated Sunday because of the wind. It was tough, but I mean, dude just smacked the shit out of the ball on 6. He drove. He could have drove the green both days. Went a little bit right of it, but I mean, had a 340-yard carry both days, which is absolutely insane. Made it interesting on the 18th. Had like a easy 2-putt to win it, and ran the first one by. It was like he had about a 25-foot putt and ran it by about 5 feet. So had a nice little tester coming back that he had to make to win, which he did up the hill. So he ended up winning Bay Hill for the first time. So good for Bryson. Had a good – I think he ended up beating Lee Westwood, who kind of came from nowhere. Lee shows up, seems like, in the majors for one round, and that's about it.
Yep.
But it was a pretty good week. Good week of golf. Tough course. It's always a tough course. And then when it gets windy there, it makes it even harder, which it was the last 2 days. But, yeah, I mean, it was a great tournament, and not surprised to see Bryson win it with his power. He can overpower those courses, and that's what he did. Now this week, on the other hand, not so much. The Players is not an overpowering course. It's a thinking and finesse course. This is the quote unquote 5th major. They didn't play last year because of COVID. This was the first tournament that they missed last year once COVID kicked up.
Didn't they still give the win to Matsuyama after round 1?
No, they just played the first round and that was it. I gave myself the win because I picked them that week.
Oh yeah, that's.
I
I
deserved
forgot
it.
all about that, dude. That's been a year. That's crazy.
Yeah, the one week I picked him, he shoots 8 under, leading by 3 on the first day, and
And then they
COVID,
canceled the
we're
tournament
done the
because
rest
we
of the
said
tournament.
if they called it, we would have gave you the win. I remember that. You
Yep.
didn't need it though. You still ended up winning.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, old Masuyama has a good track record at the course too.
Yeah,
So
he does.
he wouldn't be a bad pick this week for anyone who hasn't picked him. I'm not. But yeah, so they obviously canceled after the first round last year. So Rory McIlroy is still a defending champ from 2019. And again, it's a star-studded tournament. It always is. Missing Brooks Koepka this year though, he withdrew because of a knee injury. So hopefully he's good for the Masters to come back for that here in about a month, which is my guess is what he'll end up doing, which is why he dropped out of this tournament. So drops one big name off the top, but again, still should be a good week. It's going to be a fun week. This is one of the best courses, the most visually astounding courses you're going to see, and obviously has the 17th green there, which is probably the most famous hole in golf, if not par 3. So it'll be an exciting week, no doubt about it. But I'm third in golf, so I'm not going to make my pick first.
Well, I was gonna tell you, did you see that shit about Bryson? What he said that how he would get to 18 was go like shoot long into 9 and then cross over
Yeah,
18. So then they're gonna put an out of bounds there.
yeah, that's just stupid. Like do that, a week or whatever, don't do it 2 days before the tournament starts. That's that the PGA I think is normally pretty good, but it's stuff like this that makes him look weak. Like if he wants to do it, let him do it. Like that's the point of a golf course. The point of a golf course is to find the best way. So if there are out of bounds stakes there, you can use whatever you need to use to play the course. Like that's how that works. That's how golf works. If there's no, people do that. So
That's
for the
what Paris
PGA,
said to me.
yeah, for the PGA to do it, it's just 2 days before the tournament is stupid. That's all.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like when we play crosswinds, like there's a par 5 that you have to go over a pond. Like go over a pond. You can either go to the right side of it, you know, the right side of it's the fairway. You can go straight over it if you can clear it. You got to clear like 240, 250, depending on which part. Like the further left you go, obviously you got to clear more distance. Or you can go to the left of it, of the pond, and you're almost right next to the fairway on 5 that's coming back, and he tried to tell me, he's like, dude, that's out of bounds. I'm like, you see a fucking stake? That ain't out of bounds. So I went there when in the fall, I usually go that way because I can clear the trees and I can see the green. But it's depending on how we play it, it's a short par 5 and I can usually get there in 2 anyway, no matter which way I go. So I'm just not worried. That's what I told him. I said, dude, I'm not worried about it. And I was going to tell you too. So this year I decided I'm going to be a wine box, the boxed wine golf club member and join Crosswinds. It was $500. So I was like, done. It's just greens fees. I still got to pay for carts if I want them, but I'm like, I'll take my boxed wine course because I know Brandon was going to do it too, and he and I can golf the same times, and it's just fun to go with him. So I was like, dude, let's just do it this year. It's cheap, get it done, paid it on the credit card, of course, get my cash back, and then next year, if we can still do it on certain times, look at joining, because we were trying to look at Brandywine, and Brandywine never got back to us because I was like, dude, I could go to the pool, I could go to the fitness center, I can go golf, and then they never got back to me. So I'm like, well, fuck you guys. And I know you told me the country club where you're at, same thing.
I don't think Brandywine is. I don't know what they're doing with that. Obviously, since they're semi-private or whatever the hell they are. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with all that, but I don't know.
Is yours semi-private or private?
No, it's private.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. No public. You got to know someone to know someone to know someone.
I like that. That's Crosswind. That's why I said I'm wine, a boxed wine, classy.
It's like a can of wine. That's like a rum ham. That's really what that is. It's not even boxed
rum
wine.
ham.
or rum ham.
Hey man, it's perfect for me. That's go out there. But I told him, I said, we're gonna have to do something different this year. So what we're gonna do when they're, because like Brandon will never beat me and Jake's never beat me. But so I said out there, I said one of these days, like Brandon will let him play the whites and Jake will play the blues and I'll play the blacks. And I said, we'll see how it goes. That'll level the playing field. Like if I play from the blacks on that par 5, I can't go over the pond. It's 300 yards. Can't clear it. I don't have Bryson. So I'm like, that could be an advantage for them. Shit like that. Or like when you're playing a 130, par 3, I might have to play at 180, 190. That changes the game.
Yep. That's exactly what it's all there for too.
Yeah, that's why I told him we'll do that. And I said, we'll just fuck around. We'll play from the whites one week. We'll play from the blues another. And then so we have variation. Then like we'll play like par 3s from the blacks, par 4s from the blues, par 5s from the white, just switch everything up so we have some variation. Because as you know, depending on the course you play, even crosswinds, like the further back you play the different tees, they actually change up the course, believe it or not, out there. There's still no goddamn sand traps, though, which is stupid, but which makes no sense. I didn't even notice it. I told you that until Brandon told me last year. He's like, dude, there's no sand here. I'm like, what? And I'm just like, look around. I'm like, shit. And then we played Stone Ridge over the weekend. And there's a ton of sand there, as you know. Ton of sand, ton of water. Brandon still has never hit out of the sand in his life. He never hit it into the sand trap.
That first day he's going to do that. He's going to rue that.
Oh, God. That's what I said, dude. You want that practice. But I give it to Parrott. He did have an eagle that day. Got an eagle on a par 5. I birdied the first 2 par 5s and I ended up winning by like 9 or 10 strokes, which is fine. But I was shot, dude. Parrott, when he had my driver, he was using my new one, bombing, like straight bombing. I was like, God, I watched him hit a drive 315, like on the fly. I'm like, or on the fly with a little bit of bounce. I'm like, my God, if he could just hit everything else.
If he could have shown up in a scramble, I would have seen that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet.
Right. Well, hopefully this year, if we get a scramble again, he'll be able to do it. I hope he does, because if we play a decent course, we could do pretty well. I mean, I had him and Brandon and me and Dan, and we won the one tournament last year at 13, 14. Let's speak of the devil. Oh, audio's turning on. Parrot Mittens, what's up?
Parrot Mittens has flown to the coop.
I just was telling them how you had an eagle over the weekend and you were fucking bombing with my driver.
That was your old driver, bro.
Or that was the old, you're right. It was my old driver. He was bombing with that. So Bear and I, we were just saying that hopefully you show up when we play in a golf outing this year.
Hey, I showed up in Lima, just not at FT.
That's what I was telling him. I was like, we won in Lima because Jake showed up there. But anyway, back to this. So Players Championship, me and Parrot are separated by 6 points and Bear another 3. So 9 points separates the 3 of us. Cody's not far behind either. Cody, you're 390 and I'm at 354. So you're 36 out and Brandon's way out. He's 460. So this week, I guess I got to pick first. I am taking a guy who, by the way, is he's finished 14th, second, 4th, 31st in all the several tournaments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6 tournaments, his worst finish is 31st. Knock on wood, he can get back to that top 10. He's playing hot. And I just realized, I did not realize he's only 31 years old, which is crazy to me. I thought the motherfucker was like 50. And but give me Tony Finau.
It's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all.
Parrot, I think he gets across finish line this time.
Yeah, give me I think I'm gonna go with Spieth this week.
Sleeper.
He's due for one. He just he just can't put it. He just hasn't put it all together yet. He had a chance at Bay Hill and he let himself down. I mean, he started off birdie ace on Saturday and still only shot, I think, 68. So
yeah, who else had a hole in one over the weekend? Didn't somebody else?
Jazz Jadnata Wada.
Oh, nice.
Really long last name. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Actually, no, I think there was 3. I think there were 3 hole-in-ones.
Jesus.
One on Saturday.
What do you got, sir?
I got Tommy Fleetwood this week. He's been playing some good golf the last couple of weeks, and the last 2 years they've played here, he's been top 10. So Tommy, for whatever reason, has been so close winning in the States, but just can't do it. So I think this is going to be the breakthrough week.
And what do we got from Kode?
Go Dustin Johnson.
DJ. And then our friend has picked his champion of the year. He's using him now, Justin Thomas, to win.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been in some shit lately. Grandpa died, and he's close with Tiger, so that whole accident all happened within a week and a half of each other, and he's just kind of been playing shitty. So hopefully he can get back this week and put all that behind him, but he has not been playing well lately.
Maybe that's what he's thinking, you know?
I think he's just had a lot on his mind the last few weeks. And then when he dropped the F-bomb on the golf course of
not the F-bomb you're thinking of, the other F-bomb.
Yeah, the gay slur. I mean, all of that happened literally within 3 to 4 weeks of each other. So I think there's a lot. So hopefully he didn't play Bay Hill this last week. So clear his mind and get him back out there and get him on the course and do what he does best.
All right. And then we'll see what happens. So on to NASCAR. Last week, Kyle Larson, man, that 1.5-mile track, he dominates those 1.5 miles. People forget that. He had 9 second-place finishes until last week when he won, and he dominated. So he is potentially in the playoffs. Like you said, Bear, we got 4 different winners. Still got 22 races to go, and the top 16 get in. So if we get 17, 18 winners, one of them is going to be out. But I don't think Larson's one of them. I think Larson's going to win at the end of the month. Hell, he could even win this week. He races this track tough, too.
Yeah, Larson here is, let's see, average finish is 12. 13 races. He has 7 top 10s and 5 top 5s in 13 races here.
Yeah. Guy's insane. The short tracks, the 1.5 miles and the mile, he's pretty good at them. And because when you're looking at their average, which do you use for their average finish?
I use Racing Reference.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what I use, and I use it for tracks. I just look at the tracks. So that's cool. Yep. I'll have to look at those. I never look at the averages. That's a pretty good thing to do. But I usually look at the track and look at each of the several races before that when we're talking about it. But yeah, you were right, man. You texted and said anybody got him, he's fast. And that was at the beginning of the race, and he just dominated it. Took over, didn't look back.
Yeah, that was one of those I look back on and I was like, I fell into the Joey Logano trap again because Larson was I wanted to take him last week, and I was like, no, gonna save him for the dirt race. But I have a feeling that I just don't know what it is. Everyone's gonna pick him that week because of that. There's 3 guys who race well on dirt, but none of them have ever raced a sprint car on dirt. So we can say all we want, it don't matter. This is a whole different ball game. This isn't a midget. This isn't a quarter. This isn't, anything else that they race on the dirt, man. This is a stock car. So
yeah, but they're
going to have the experience, but it's hard. It's going to be hard to pick against them.
It is. And like you said, it is because, Larson's good in a stock car and he dominated dirt in anything. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, there's no other, but like you said, all 5 of us might end up taking Larson that week. Who cares? But
it's Bristol. It's a dirt track. It's a stock car. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to expect. Yeah, I could see 8 cars finishing the race because everyone else wrecks like immediately. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be fun. It'll be good. Yeah. But to get back to the standings, you still kept your streak, man. 4 races, 4 top 10s. Pretty damn good. 6, 7, 5, 9. You got to get an 8 in there now.
Yeah, I'm going to look for an straight. 8 here for the straight. If I do that, I'm going to have to go to the casino. But the one who I think could be, 8th this week and, one of those that I don't really want to use this early, but I think I'm going to. He seems like he's kind of, I don't know what it is. He's been okay, but his cars get stronger as they go, and that's going to be Dub's favorite, Kyle Busch.
Nice. Dub's favorite, Kyle Busch.
I like Kyle this week.
That's a good pick.
I was actually called Kyle Busch this week.
Why?
Someone at work found his interview last year, I think, when he wrecked or something. He was all, or maybe he didn't win. And he got all pissed off, and he's like, they're asking him all these questions. Like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. I don't care. No, I don't care. And then he turns to the guy and he goes, or it must have been his publicist or someone. He goes, they're asking me all the same fucking questions. Can I leave now? I think it was last year in an interview, and I can't remember when. He goes, this reminds me of you. And I was like, thanks. I guess that's a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no, that's how you wrap this shit up. Are we done now? That could be you.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Okay. Yep. Great. Sure. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Cool. That's me.
Well, me and Dub, and so Dub's actually second. Total points, you're at 27. You're 21 ahead of second, which is Dub, which is crazy. 21 ahead already. You're 23 ahead of me, and 24 ahead of Parrot. So me, Parrot, and Dub are very close, but we're still behind you, trailing you. It takes one race, though, as you know.
Yep. We're way early on, too. So.
Dub is taking Alex Bowman this week. Hendrick, so looking for, this would be 3 in a row for Hendrick, wouldn't it
be? Yeah. Byron, Larson, and but Bowman doesn't have a great record on this track.
I'm taking Joey Logano. He's won here. Joseph Logano, to be specific. Joey Logano. And Parrot, because I know he's next. He's taking Christopher Bell. He'll be back shortly. And for Kode, he's got to keep the streak alive. He had Eric Almirola, Billy Byron, Cole Custer, Dirty DiBenedetto. Who's Easy E this week?
I was going to say easy Eric Jones.
Hell yeah. Early Eric Jones, sir.
So early Eric.
Early Eric Jones.
I like it. Next week he's going to have F.
Oh boy. I don't think we can say that on air.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone. I don't even see anyone with F in their name. I'm looking. I don't even see anybody. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's nobody. How does no one have an F in there? How does no one have an F in their name? That's crazy.
They don't?
No.
We might be in some trouble next week.
Oh, no, we got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be all right.
Well, so Keselowski's on the pole this week.
Why is that? I'm kind of confused how they do some of that sometimes, because usually it's whoever wins. So I figured Larson would have been on the pole this week.
No, he's second. So they do 25% based on the finishing position from the previous race, 25% based on car owner's finishing position from the previous race, 35% team owner points ranking, and 15% fastest lap from the previous race. So right. I think they take all those numbers and
I think Brad finished second last week. So
yeah, and now he's first, and Kyle was second, so he's second.
The crazy thing is that so far we don't have any wins yet this year, so someone's got to break that this week.
Well, we've had 4 guys win that people didn't expect quite yet.
I think Larson's probably the least surprising of them.
Yeah, oh yeah, I agree.
Definitely the first 3.
Byron, I can see that. It's like it's almost
Cody
like
was a week off of that one.
Yeah, it's like working backwards when you think about it. Larson was the most probable, then Byron, then Bell, then McDowell. So this week you'll probably see somebody that you would expect, like a top guy like Joey or Kyle.
This week's got to be a Harvick, Kyle, Joey, Brad. So a big name. I mean, even Chase. So
yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see if any of these guys, what their real names are, because I'm sure somebody's using a middle name. I mean, like look at Dale Earnhardt Jr., Ralph Dale Earnhardt. So one of these guys got to be using a name that's a middle name or something. We're gonna find out.
Gonna learn today.
Gonna learn today.
Oh, did we just get a message?
Yeah, it looks like Mr. Hefner is trying to get us to use our golf expertise to win some FanDuel money.
So we should just tell him all of them because you had what, Tommy, right?
I gave him Tommy. What else we have? Go back to the golf one.
I have Finau. I just put that in there.
I don't know if all of them are going to fit is the problem. I don't think that they're all top guys. So
Hey, you never know. Well,
no,
yeah.
they won't. Yeah. I'll put Spieth in there. I'm out on Thomas and DJ, so we'll have to give them 3 more. We'll see if they can figure it out.
See what they can do on the show. All right, so on to what happened this week in sports. So let's talk about the UFC card last weekend. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Peter Yan made a terrible mistake, or he would still be champion.
Oh God, dude,
it sucked for him. I mean, he knew what he did. I just don't think he realized that his stuff. It's not. I don't.
And some in his corner said hit him, didn't they?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was no malicious intent for him to get hurt. He wasn't trying to hurt the dude. Like, you're winning the fight. You're about to retain your belt. He's not. He's not trying to hurt the dude. It was an honest mistake. Sterling was cool about it. I mean, he's going to give him a rematch, as he should, because he was going to lose.
Yeah, he was about to throw the belt down. He's like, no.
Yeah.
He did take it off.
It is what, like you said, it is what it is. It sucks, but, that's how.
I hate those rules, though. That's where I think that it should be like WWE. You get disqualified, but I understand why. Because if you got DQ, oh, yeah, I'm going to keep my belt with a DQ.
Yeah, I mean.
You're going to heal in UFC.
That's what I'm saying there are heels in UFC is the thing.
Yeah,
but I mean, based off of that is
it's a better damn story than
dude,
most pro wrestling.
But like with that, I don't even think that was the most fucked up thing. What about that? Did you watch any of the prelims?
No, I missed the prelims.
Yeah, I watched some. I missed the first 2, I think.
Oh, so you didn't see that first one with Kai Kara France? That was.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Oh,
no, I thought you were talking about the whole thing. Oh, yeah.
That was fucked up. Like,
yeah, that dude should have been choked out 3 times.
Yeah, Kai Kara France should have been choked out several times. Gets up and then goes and is beating the guy, and the ref steps in, and then he what was it? Von Toren had threw his fucking mouth guard at him because he was getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
He would have.
Well, he was. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, this is the thing though, is that was all Herb Dean's fault. 100% Herb Dean's fault. Herb Dean does what Herb Dean does best, and totally didn't stop the fight. He didn't wave his hand. So everything that happened, like, he got him, like it looked to be a knockout. Herb Dean, he did the walk-off. Herb Dean comes over and goes to put his hand on
goes
him,
to put it in, but he didn't.
No one knows if he touched him, and he never stopped it.
So Kai Kara France thought it was done and ran away,
so
and then he comes back.
Yeah, so he came back over to knock his ass out. That's his job. That's your job as a fighter.
Yeah, because they told him, they're like, he didn't call it, so he turns around, and that's why the Von Toren got pissed, and threw his mouth guard because he thought he was trying to come back, and he didn't know probably until the end, and then realized like, oh fuck. But I was 4 for 4 on the card until the main, but we'll talk about Nunez and Megan Anderson, dude. She fucking whooped her ass. Megan shouldn't have been there.
No, she shouldn't have. She wasn't even ranked. Amanda Nunes is the absolute GOAT of women fighting. Like, there's no opinion to that. That is 100% legit. Like,
she got to fight.
Exactly. I mean, she's beat everybody. She beat everybody.
I mean, male or female, she's the best fighter UFC's ever had.
Here's a little trivia question. You know who her first win on her win streak is? The first lady she beat to start this win streak she's on right now?
Ronda, Holly Holm.
Or UFC.
Tate?
It's before UFC.
Oh, didn't she beat up Cyborg?
Is she? Oh, no. Kat Zingano. No, that's who beat her. Hold on. Let me think about it. Did she have? Oh, no. It's the chick from WWE.
Shayna Baszler.
Thank you.
Yep. Shayna Baszler is the first chick that she beat on this current win streak that she's on right now.
That was on like fight night, wasn't it? It was UFC, but it was like a fight night.
I couldn't
Beat her
remember if it
ass so
was or if
bad
it was
she
like
had to
right
go
before
to.
the UFC career. But
Hold
yeah,
on, I'm gonna go look.
She went from the octagon to the square circle. She beat her
Yep.
ass that bad.
It was Shayna at a fight. It was Shayna at a fight night.
it wasn't okay. So it was UFC. Okay,
She beat her by leg kick. Yeah, she beat her ass so bad, put her in WWE. But the fight before, okay, so she lost to Kat Zingano right before that. That was her last loss, which was in 2014.
7 year win streak. It's impressive.
Man.
Unreal.
And she got a baby now.
But here's the thing about her, like she had a what?
So she had a baby now too. So you already know she will not.
She
is not taking L.
Her girlfriend, her wife had the baby.
Yeah,
she
wife
did not have the baby.
Whatever. She got a baby. She ain't taking no L's in front of her child. I'm telling you that right now.
That's what I said.
Did you see like Megan all like, oh yeah, they're all like hugging the baby. I'm like, yeah, UFC, the family friendly sport. Whoop my ass and then hug the kids.
Yeah, what do they say? Oh, she's 6 foot, so she's gonna give Nunes a chance. I'm like, what? No, she sucks.
But
she's like 11-6. Like she was no good.
Like you said. So the crazy thing about her is like she dominates and she can win any which way. She's won by decision, she's won by knockout, she's won by submission. She can do them all.
Yeah, and then obviously the last fight, Izzy and Jan.
I mean, Jan had that the first 3 rounds, or Izzy had it the first 3 rounds.
I don't think he did.
It was like 2-1. I think it was 2-1. Like close, not like it was close.
He got, he got manhandled, and that's what happens when you go up weight classes. Don't go up weight classes. Jan did exactly what he needed to do to win that fight.
Finally, 4th and 5th round, it took it, but he got it in the championship round.
He kept him in range, though. I mean,
yeah, he did.
He kept him in range of what he needed to do. And now everyone's got the blueprint on how to be Izzy. No matter if you're big or small, it's going to be get in close, quick, and then take him down, lay on him, because he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do a damn thing.
And that's what they said. He came in, first off, he came in 5 pounds under the weight. And, Jan had to get to 205 and then guarantee he put on 10, 15 pounds. And
they said he was easily 220 plus. Easily.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. And that blows me away because, they got to cut. And I was explaining that, and me and Bear were talking, or me and Brandon were talking about it, that, they cut weight. They're just drain all the water out of their system. Your body's 80% water. And then you just get a shitload back in and just put that weight back on in a day. He can do that. I mean, Izzy had to fight to get to 200.
I know. It was like why? And then John Jones afterwards is like, yeah. He goes, this dude was going to challenge me? John Jones would have absolutely.
Oh, John Jones would.
He would have mauled him.
Kill him. But what Jones?
And why do you think John Jones doesn't want to go to heavyweight? You see why right there. That exact reason. John Jones is smarter than people think. Not outside of the ring, but for his career inside the ring, he knows what he's doing.
I thought he was going to fight the winner though, as Stipe and
he might not after what they just saw.
Yeah, after what he saw.
Yeah,
he's going to be like, no, I'm not going to get destroyed.
Well, we're going to cover that fight in a couple of weeks because UFC 260 is going to be
2
on
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from Saturday.
Looking forward to that. That'll be a good one.
I'm not, because I think Stipe is going to get his head knocked off, and I'm not ready to see it. But
that's what you kept saying, and I hate that you're probably right, and that scares me.
It's just you've seen it in the last couple fights. He's been close, but I don't know, man. But he's just that dude too that comes out of nowhere and. He just makes it happen. So you never know, man. I mean, the last couple fights have been, rather large upsets. Jan was a big upset. Derek Lewis winning was a big upset. There's, like you said, there's been a couple here lately. So you never know. Can't count them out. That's why it's a fight.
It'll be pretty interesting once we get to it. I mean, it's gonna be fun. And we've got, I know 261, they got some things ready for that one, which is in April, but we'll see how that goes when we get to it. All right. Big news, NFL wise, is the Dak deal. Finally.
Beautiful.
Finally done.
I don't have to listen to an off season about trades and franchise tags and when are they going to sign Dak and blah, 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 blah. It's nice. It's nice for once. Now, feel like a fan of the Patriots over the last 20 years or the Packers or something. You don't have to worry about that crap.
Yeah, we just gotta hope they do something.
Cap hit this year.
What's that?
Said, and they're not taking a huge step.
Oh no, yeah, 22 million
this year.
That's it.
Well, and they just got what the NFL just go to 182.
182. Yep.
Right. So they got that because they were already under. They just restructured 3 offensive linemen's contracts, and they got 4 compensation picks. So they're going to be they got to make a good draft. That's the big thing now, and that's happening. That can be the focus. There's no more Dak. Is he going to sign distraction and all this crap? Now you can let all these people talk about if he's good enough to win a Super Bowl, blah, 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 whatever. For Dallas, it's all about it's time to draft. And you gotta get a good draft, and you gotta build that offensive line, and you gotta build defense. And that's how they're gonna do it.
We'll see what happens.
Or they'll take Kyle Pitts, and I'll throw my laptop across the room.
Well, they better get somebody like Farley.
Yeah, I mean, if they go Surtain Farley, unless the only way I say they don't take him is if Penei Sewell, whatever, the dude from Oregon, the offensive tackle, drops there.
Yeah.
I don't think he will. I think the Bengals are going to take him which they should. They're smart. They'll take him to protect Burrow. But if he happened to drop there, that would be the only person that I would take over them. But getting those 4 extra picks now gives them ability to potentially trade up. So, I mean, that's 4 picks you didn't think you were getting. So
I will make this statement right now. If Cincy does not draft O-lineman in this draft, I will not watch one game all year.
I don't believe that.
yeah, he'll be calling us in September. Hey, you want to go to the Bengals game?
Yeah. Oh, Bengals are on TV. We're gonna go to the Bengals game? Like, no, they didn't draft the offensive lineman. They drafted Devonta Smith. Sorry. You're not allowed to watch. I'll personally call Paul Brown himself and tell him that you're not allowed to watch.
This is my take on it, though. You have a franchise quarterback who has the potential to take you great places. If you're not going to protect the fucking dude, just trade him. Get rid of him. You know, like protect him.
Or do what the Lions do and just draft another wide receiver. We need an offensive lineman. Yeah, give me Charles Rogers.
Oh God. So I don't know if you saw that for the tournament, the committee did say that you have to have a minimum of 5 players. That's it. The guys to be on the floor to be in the tournament.
I know, it's awesome.
You just
no
gotta have
games
enough.
are going to be canceled because of COVID. It's going to be great.
You just got to have a team to field a team.
So bad, dude.
I can't wait till number 1 seed Gonzaga loses 16 seed because they can't dress a full team or something.
Oh, it's going to be fucking great. I can't wait for that.
It's going to be weird because I don't know if you looked at the schedule. So the first 2 is on Thursday, then it's Friday, Saturday, then Sunday, Monday. Like, it's all jacked up. I don't know why they did it that way. I don't like it.
Say it again. Say the days again.
So when it starts next week, the first two, the playing
games
Thursday. Then Friday they have the first 16. Saturday the next 16 is the first round, and then Sunday they have 8, and then Monday they have 8.
So they just moved it back. They moved that back. Well, they moved the play-in back 2 days, and then everything else back a day. That's weird.
It's stupid. I don't want that.
That means I have to be at work trying to watch it. No, I'm
Especially
not.
if Ohio State plays. I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, if they make it through. Yeah, I know.
They should make it through at least to the second round.
Old Sparty coming through now, beat 3 top 5 teams, and then they'll lose to, whoever's got 3 wins in the Big Ten in the tournament here. Well, we'll see. They're playing well now, but who the fuck knows?
Yeah, Big Ten is going to have 8-9 teams in.
Oh God, dude, that's insane for them.
I should at least.
We hope, Parrott. I hope for your sake that your team drafts a lineman so that you can watch them play.
Thank you.
All right, so I'll start with you. You were going on your rant. We got our moments in time here. So, Parrott, if you want your 3 minutes of fame, go ahead.
Man. All right. Well, I don't know. Did you guys see the whole like Miles Leonard thing
Nope.
Yes.
with Miami?
Sounds like he did. I did.
So I don't know. That happened, and he's taken a lot of criticism and stuff for it. And I saw Julian Edelman just wrote something about. I sent it to you, Gary.
As he should
But-
take criticism for it.
Yeah, he should. He wasn't wrong. I don't know. I gotta look into that a little bit more. That's more like a rant for next week. But my rant for this week will just be about football, and it'll be about if Cincinnati not draft 1 to 2, maybe 3 linemen in this draft, or trade for a couple, which they need to do to protect Joe Burrow so he doesn't get hurt. Like I said, if they do not do that, I will not watch one Bengals game all year, and I will hold myself to that. They have so much.
I'm going to put that on that freezing takes exposed right there.
Dude, they have so much potential on that team if they put a few more pieces together. It just pains me. It's like, is this what being a Browns fan was for the last 10 years?
I don't know. There's no Browns fans on here.
I'm not a Browns fan. I don't care.
Right. I would say I enjoy being above mediocre. So
he's happy. He's just happy that they got rid of Jared Goff.
Right. I mean, they say women that never won a ring date Browns fans. So
it's true.
So damn true.
Oh, side note, when I was on my way home, there was Rossford, Perrysburg, State Highway Patrol, BG, and another police department at the gas station right off 75. And they had all the windows busted out, so I think there was a car chase or something that ended at the gas station.
That's cool. Was he by chance going to be a lineman for the Cincinnati Bengals?
Probably. Not anymore, though.
Nah, that's all good. All right, Cody, what you got, man?
It's kind of a continuation on last week with the dirty old men in college football, man. Jesus Christ, dude. And I don't know what's worse, the fact that Les Miles was that dirty of an old man, or the fact that the university protected this guy for as long as they did. Because I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it got to a point to where they said you cannot be alone with any female whatsoever on campus. And I mean, like, how bad is that you can't be alone with any female on campus? And then the fact that LSU kept it a secret, not only for the 2 years after they told them, don't be alone with any females, and then for another 3-4 years after that. I mean, this stuff's that they unsealed it in 2018 or something like that. Like, this is insane. And then he proceeded to get another job after getting fired from LSU at Kansas. Like, this is terrible, man. Like, nobody is safe, man. You can't obviously you can't be safe whatsoever in football. You either gonna get ran half to death, or if you're a female, you might get groped in a corner, or get fired because they say, you at 25 are too old to be a secretary in the office, or what Les Miles say, that he wanted blondes with big boobs in his office to attract recruits. Like, dude, this shit is starting to get out of hand, man. Like, we as men, man, we need to get our shit together, dude, and make this workplace just remotely bearable for people.
Says the guy that's talking about his 4 women he got from Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
I ain't groping them in a corner.
You got them fair and square.
Yeah, I got him fair and square. Yeah.
He read the book. He wasn't trying to recruit. The book helped him. It was legit.
Right. I would say this is all legit right here. They all signed paperwork. Like,
They signed non-compete clauses and shit.
yeah, they got non-compete clauses, non-disclosure agreements, the whole nine.
You ain't playing.
Hell nah.
Beautiful. Well, Bear, I'll go and then I'll let you you kind of wrap it up. Unless you want to go first, I'll give you that option. So I know that Bear, you kind of shared it with us, and I kind of wanted to cover it because it's a big thing, and it doesn't usually get a lot of coverage at all anyway. But the NHL coming back to ESPN 2021-2022 season, 7-year deal. That's a big thing to get back on ESPN. I'm kind of sick of them getting pushed off to the USA Network and some other shit like WWE. So will be fun. Hopefully get the coverage. Maybe this will give them more coverage now on ESPN Sports Center. That would be great because usually they don't get shit on Sports Center. And what's going to happen is, so they're going to have 25 regular season games on ESPN or ABC, early round playoff series, and one conference final each year, 4 Stanley Cup final series on ABC, and 1,000 games per season streaming on ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus and Hulu will be the home to 75 ESPN produced exclusive telecasts per season. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad to see that deal that they got with ESPN. So happy. We're going to see that for 7 years. Last time they were there was the network they were the home from 92 to 2004. So it's been, at this point, it'll be 18 years since they were on ESPN, and it'll be nice to have them back there. So I'm grateful to see that we're going to get ESPN doing something for NHL again. And again, I hope they get more on SportsCenter instead of the 35 seconds they get each night now.
Yeah, they need to make sure they hire Gary Thorne back too.
Yeah.
If you've never heard him call hockey, look up some of his stuff. It's top notch.
Gary Thorne is great. Do you like? Well, we know Doc Emmerich retired, but because where is Barry Melrose still around? I know he kind of does.
He's at the ESPN, so he'll be back. He's the only. They give him the 5-minute hockey segment every night, and that's it.
That's true. Good point. So he's there, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, they really don't have anybody else to. Push that right now, so they're gonna have to definitely hire some people. When did that start? Did it say?
2021, 2022.
Okay, so next season.
Yep.
Well, yeah, so this upcoming season, actually.
The upcoming season. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Okay. Well, good for them. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good thing. Mine will be short and sweet because we kind of already covered it. But yeah, I mean, it's all about Dak, man. Dude deserved it. He finally got what he deserved, got what he has coming. They showed the quarterbacks under Jerry's regime, since he's taken over, and it was Troy Aikman for 8 years. Then it was Quincy Carter for 2, Vinny Testaverde and Drew Bledsoe, followed up by Tony Romo. And now Dak Prescott is the only starters of the Dallas Cowboys since 1989. To start a season, not obviously we know Andy Dalton started games this year. I'm saying the franchise quarterback to start a season. So it's good that he didn't want to go back and fall into all these trade rumors with Russell Wilson and try to get a quarterback who is already beaten up. Says he can play till 45, but we all know that ain't going to happen. Just to trade away half the team to get him and maybe go 9-7. So Dak definitely deserves it. The dude's a winner. And I'm happy it came off of, this whole broken ankle thing, and they didn't try to push him to the curb. I mean, the dude left it all out there for him, had an unfortunate injury, and I was happy to not see them go away or tag him again and have to deal with all that stuff. $75 million guaranteed this year. So if you don't think that's well-deserved for him, it's too bad. If you don't know his backstory, go look it up. His mom died when he was young. His brother died. All he's got is I think he has just one other brother now. And that's his family. He gives a lot back to the community, gives a lot back. Always has, but he gives a lot back to the Dallas community now that he's in, and I don't think they ever wanted to see him go. And you could certainly tell that the emotion and everything with him. He was very happy to have that. And people think, he's greedy, he don't need all that. It's all about the money. Well, that's not all the case all the time. And people need to understand that. They want to go and watch people get entertained. But these guys, I shouldn't say people, these guys, are people just like us and put their bodies and put everything through and dedicate way more time than we do to their craft to want to be the best at what they do, and the top sport in the world, by the way, which is the NFL, which is football. It's not soccer. It is football, FOOT, not FUT. The top money making grab in the world right there, just to entertain, 100,000 people sitting in a stadium and millions sitting at home, So before you sit there and think about that, all that money, we give is for them to do that. But back to it, I'm happy to see that happen, obviously, as a Cowboys fan. But even if not, there's people you see out there who did get contracts that you feel that they deserve, whether they're on your favorite team or not. I would think that most people, besides the Cowboys haters, are happy to see Dak get that money, and just happy to have that. It's well deserved. And probably the best part of that is Cody Bryant was wrong and he won't get traded. So that may be the top.
Still could happen.
Now, Dak, let's have a sit down here. You like Blue Label, don't you? I enjoy a little bit of Blue Label every now and then. I enjoy a little taste. But what I called you in here for, Dak? Now we love you here in Dallas. We know you like the warm weather, and I always said you look like you could be in pictures. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you your chance to be in pictures, and I'm gonna send you out to what they call it, Los Angeles. There's a mighty fine gentleman out there that I think might be able to guide this team. You might be familiar with him. His name's Matthew. You're just as good as Tony. And now, don't get me wrong. You remind me a lot of Tony, but you just don't wear your hat backwards like that young Matthew fellow over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a chance to, you got your money. And Steven made it work. So as much as we don't want to see you go, we're gonna let you spread your wings, and we're gonna let you fly, let you grow. And we feel that growth is gonna be the best for you out there in California there. So best wishes to you. But good luck, and we're gonna welcome Matthew here with open arms. But we will miss you. Just give us a couple years, and we'll put you in the Ring of Honor, and right next to Matthew when it's all said and done. And it's just, I tell you, that boy, he sure can sling it, though. I tell you, he can sling it. So we finally got a way to make it work, and we gonna send you out to LA. All right.
Thank you, Cowboy Cody.
That would be great. At least Jerry didn't pick up his whole team and move him to a different city.
Oh, goddamn. Cowboy Cody in the house.
You gonna hit, what was it, $22 million cap hit this year? I mean, the Rams, man.
It ain't
money
shit.
will match up.
Yeah, it ain't shit this year. Next year though, it's 33 million, then 44, then 47, and then it could be 53, but it's avoidable year. So be interesting.
I mean, the money matches up. So I'm just saying, there's still a lot of time before the season starts.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are watching AEW, but old Don Calais just 69 with Kenny Omega for a second, and that was weird. Like, I couldn't even get away from that one. He's 69 with Kenny Omega.
Stop.
No, Eddie Kingston's in the ring. They were imitating him and Moxley, but they put the clock down. So old Don Calais went and laid on him and straight up 69 him. That was weird.
I don't even know. Like I was watching NXT, but
No, I can't. I'm done. I can't even watch this.
yeah, why? I'm so confused as to why you are watching that.
Because I taped the South Park special. So
Oh yeah, that's tonight, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, it'll be on HBO Max tomorrow, so I'll be all right. That'll be good. I'll catch it on the HBO Max tomorrow. Looking forward to that. All right, so in several years ago, looks like 38 years ago, men's figure skating championship in Helsinki was won by Scott Hamilton. So we're going in a little bit of a different direction this week. Just give a quick shout out and coverage to old Scott Hamilton, born in Toledo, Ohio, 62 years old now. Guess his height.
5'3".
4'9".
Parrot. 5'3" and 4'9".
Well, Parrot's on mute, so
5'4".
5'4" is correct. But so he went to he was raised in Bowling Green. I knew that. Did he go to Bowling? Yeah, he went to Bowling Green, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was a Falcon.
He was a Falcon. So I knew that, back in the 70s. So he had in Helsinki, like we said, dude, he just dominated. Winter Olympics, he was first in 84. And then the World Championships, he was first in 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. In Skate America. And then in 79, 80, or 79, 81, 82, he was first. Skate Canada, he was first in 80. And NHK Trophy was first. U.S. Championship, so the Nationals, U.S. Championship, he was from 77 to 84. He was third, fourth, third, first. Yeah. That's kind of nuts. I don't know. I wasn't much into figure skating. My grandma had always talked about him. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't give a shit about figure skating. That wasn't my thing. But I know just from listening to that, and then I know how big, Bowling Green people were on him too, that since he was from Bowling Green, that he was no joke. He was legit.
Mm-hmm. Probably one of the best male figure skaters ever.
And he didn't even begin till he was 13. That's what's crazier.
Yeah. Caught on. The legend. Yeah, and he always did. I think he always did some of he was on NBC, I think, wasn't he? He did the Olympic broadcast, if I recall. I want to say he did.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, that was the only time I think I'd ever watch it. But
he was the host there was a television program, Skating with Celebrities. He serves on the board of directors for Special Olympics International. Good for him. Doing something purposeful. Especially it means a lot for the work that my company does. So that's pretty cool. And then, he's a good guy. He voiced the dog dancing commentator on the King of the Hill episode, Dances with Dogs.
Now that is a wild trivia question. Has Scott Hamilton ever been on King of the Hill? I'm pretty sure 98% of people would say nah.
Yeah. Hamilton voiced the dog dancing competition on what show?
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. And then he was on an episode of Wanna Bet where he finished second, losing to Bill Engvall. He was on Celebrity Apprentice in 2009.
I do remember that.
He made a small appearance on Roseanne as himself, participating in mock skating competition credit sequence. He also made a brief appearance in Blades of Glory.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
As you can see, Will Ferrell behind here got the old sign from Parrot himself.
Oats and Hose 2020.
Did he freeze out on us again? Hell yeah, he did. Ever since he made comment on my internet.
Yeah.
That's happened to you. Like God struck lightning down on you, Parrot.
Not frozen. I just wasn't moving. I'm reading.
No, you were actually frozen.
Oh.
Now you're back. I like that. I was reading. No, we could tell if you're frozen or not.
Yeah, no.
Now you're good. You're glitching here and there, but you're good. And then Scott Hamilton in 2010, Scott Hamilton Returned to the Ice premiered on the Bio Channel. 2-hour television special chronicled his return to skating after battling cancer. So that's another thing that people don't talk about. The guy battled cancer, went through some crazy ass shit, man. He had cancer in 1997, and then he had a benign brain tumor. And they had brain surgery in 2010 because of that benign tumor discovered in 2004. Jesus. He was in the hospital again, though. During the removal of the tumor, an artery in the brain was nicked.
Jesus.
The bleeding stopped, but an aneurysm formed days later. And then in 16, he had received his third brain tumor diagnosis. 17, he said the tumor had shrunk without chemo. This guy's gone through a lot.
He's still with him. Tell it all.
I almost died, but I'm still here.
Yep. And here's a big thing. This just kind of tells you about this guy. We talked about the Special Olympic thing. So he has Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation to assist with cancer patient support. That's huge. Longtime volunteer with Special Olympics, and he's the global ambassador, and he's on the board of directors. He's helped benefit St. Jude's Children's Hospital, Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation. He's an honorary board member. And then in 1990, this is actually a good one too, Make-A-Wish Foundation honored its 10th birthday, and he was recognized as the foundation's first ever celebrity wish granter of the year.
Nice.
So reminds you a lot of John Cena. We can kind of go on that. That's pretty awesome. So last week, Bear, can you rewind us to trivia on what it was before you were here?
Yes. So last week,
Yep, go ahead.
Montez T. Baggin was at 44, Brian at 41, myself at 54, Parrott at 15, Peapod at 8, Wes Anderson with 2.
All right, so I'm going to give you the questions that we had last week, and then I will tell you how many points we got, and we can go from there. Work for you?
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking at last week. So the first question of last week. This week on Greeny's shows, so last week, they're having the best broadcasters of all time. Had Vern Lundquist, Bob Costas, Al Michaels. A cool stat they read off was Al Michaels is called the second most Super Bowls of any broadcaster. Who is number one on the list? Worth 3 points.
Second most Super Bowls. I feel like the obvious everyone wants to push to is John Madden, but there's no way. I'm going to have to go with Pat Summerall.
You are correct, sir. So give yourself, me, and Cody 3 points.
All right.
So this next one from wrestling, there was a little bit of debate here, which if you get either one, I will give it to you. You have to, of course, we always talk about specifics.
Oh, boy.
So you got to be specific. All right, for 3 points, what is the highest grossing film The Rock has been in throughout his career, not counting cameos?
Controversy.
Oof.
And you got to be specific. We still gave it to you.
I know.
I would have to say the Scorpion King.
It's incorrect, sir. So, so he comes back. Parrott said, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which, is what he said was right. I said Furious 7, and I called Jeremy out. I said, you're wrong, because Furious 7 made a ridiculous amount of money because Paul Walker died. And so he said, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And I said, I'm going to contest this Because he said, surprisingly, over the Fast and Furious films, that's all I got. And I said, what about Furious 7, 1.5 billion? He said, oh, Lord, totally screwed up. Been a long week. It was supposed to not counting the trillion Fast and Furious movies, which is the highest. Botchamania moment. So you give me 3 for that, and you give Parrot 9, because he did give him Jumanji. He said, I said, it's your call. I said, give it to Parrot, because that's what it was supposed to be. I said, fine.
All right.
All right. So what does that put us at going into this week, sir?
All right. So that puts you at 50. That puts Cody at 44. That puts myself at 57. It puts Parrot at 23.
Awesome. I will share the screen. Get the old chat box ready. Are you able to share your screen? Always shared. So we're going to have something we need to see, it looks like. By the way, I just want to mention, Jeremy, we had this video showdown at work. He did a freaking amazing video. Hysterical, funny, serious, and just tied everything together. He starred in it, directed all this thing, man. He edited it. It was awesome. So Jeremy, I'm going to I threw it to him today at work. You know, I sent him some messages. I'm going to throw it to him on here, man. It was freaking awesome. And funniest damn segment I've ever seen in my life. I'll talk about that. I'll wait till people see it, because I know we got people at work that listen to the show. All right. Return of Wipeout. Reminder how this works. We have 15 answers on the board, but only 10 are correct. I will ask the question, and you will go around giving your answers. The first correct answer is worth 1 point. The second in a row is worth 2, and so on. Keep track of the points as you go. A wrong answer is a wipeout, and you'll lose all points you have accumulated up to that point. But you are not out of the game. The next person then guesses the point, starts at 1. You remember how this works, right, Bear? Because you're the one keeping the score.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. The question is, name the NBA players who were selected to at least 14 All-Star appearances. Here is the list of people to choose from. So, Parrot, you would go first.
Duncan.
Timmer.
Correct. Oh, you're putting it there. Players out. Thank you, Parrot, for doing that. Cody.
Kobe. Bryant. Slam dunk giant. Try to play the cold, son. Don't try it.
I don't know what else you said.
Oh, see.
Kobe. Kobe went to a shitload.
I mean, it was either the Sprite commercial. I was gonna do his one single that came out, and he don't even want nobody to hear that shit again.
So what? Parrot got 1. Cody got 2. Is that how this works?
I think so. Yeah. So this is for 3.
Kareem. Correct. On to Barrington Bear. For 4.
Making sure we keep points updated. We're gonna go with LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron.
Correct for 4. On to Parrot for 5 additional for him.
Yeah, this is probably wrong. Give me Dirk.
Dirk. Correct. On to Cody for
6.
6. Shit.
6 for
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq or Shaw. Shaq.
Shaq Diesel.
How many did he say? How many we got to get?
10.
No. How many All-Stars? 14.
14.
We're doing pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit. You know, me and you get screwed, Bear, if nobody misses any. Because we don't get those last two. Give me MJ, man. I'm going to go with MJ. So, Bear for 8?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Can you scroll back up a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Man, they even have All-Star games back when Wilt played. I'm going to go with the mailman.
I like that one.
Why would Jeremy not throw him in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jesus. 8. All right, 2 more. Back to you, Parrot.
I'll scroll up. All right. Give me. Wait.
Sorry.
Wait, scroll back up.
Yep.
Give me fuck, where'd it go? Give me Garnett. That's wrong, but whatever.
No, he was definitely there.
He was going to be mine. He was my other
He
one.
was mine too.
Big ticket.
Really?
Was that right?
1 more. Get it, Gauntlet, Cody.
Let's see. Boy, oh boy. You know.
So who's left? Hakeem,
Wade.
Jerry
West.
West, Larry the Bird, and Wilt. Right?
I think so.
Magic.
Oh, and Magic.
Magic,
Shit.
I'm gonna go.
I can eliminate 3 right off the get.
I'm gonna go Dwayne Wade.
Well, he was one of my wild cards, so hopefully you help me with my process of elimination here.
13. Yee.
Woo!
No points for Cody. His bank
All
goes
right.
to 0.
Gray for 1.
All right. Well, so okay, who we down to? Larry, Magic,
Hakeem,
Jerry West, and Wilt. Wilt, I agree with you, Bear, what you said earlier. Larry, definitely a no. Magic's, I don't feel like he played it. Larry was hurt too. I don't even know if he played 14 fucking years in the league. Seems like, he was hurt. By process of elimination, I'm going to go with the old NBA logo. Gerald West. I don't know about Hakeem. He's the one I don't.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be mine. So, all right, good. I'm happy you got it.
Yeah, because then you could have lost points. Oh shit. He didn't think we'd get KG. Well, there we go.
Make sure he knows Parrot got that one right.
Oh man, that is just perfect. I'm happy I didn't go any further.
So that was big points. What did we all get on those?
So you got 11. Cody got a big whopping 0. I got 12 and Parrot got 15.
Nice.
Which got me to 69 points. So that is fantastic, actually.
All right. Breaking NBA news.
Now.
The Spurs are parting ways with LaMarcus Aldridge. You may have mentioned this already. We did not, but I was going to talk about it. He definitely does not fit in today's NBA anymore. And at his age, not sure if any team will be interested in him. Maybe he could provide some depth to a contender, but I doubt it. It's a shame he left Portland a while back. Would have been fun to see what they would have done with him, Lillard, and McCollum. I'm pumped up for March Madness coming up. I am still the defending champion. Have a good one. See you for wrestling. Yes, it's true. We didn't have one last year. So it's like the golf. Are we doing that still? We're still going to do that, right? Have our March Madness show next week? We have to.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to. I'll put them.
Yeah, because we won't know, obviously, until then. So
tell your friends. We are doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll have that. So, Bear, you'll set it up, right, and share it out?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I can do until
next week.
So,
all right. And so we'll see him for wrestling. So, as always, thanks, Jeremy. And, now with the shows, how we have them structured, this is really easy to take it home and get out of here. So thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Connell Barrett, DatingTransformation.com, Sparty Steve, our biggest donor. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Barrett flew his first eagle in this week. Congrats on that.
Yeah, you still took a cart like a little girl. Walk a course for once in your life, you lazy turd.
We're lawyers.